Namaste, dear friends. What do you think is the most important word in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra? Is it asana? Is it pranayama? Is it samadhi? Is it sthira, sukha? What do you think? I'll tell you what I feel. I think the most important word in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is the first word, atha. And I'll tell you why. Atha denotes now. This now signifies that something has been done earlier and now we proceed into the latter part. If we look at the commentary or Vyasa Bhashya, Vyasa clearly mentions that now, this term now or atha has been used in the term uh, um, to indicate that something has happened before. So what has happened before? This word is very important because we have to understand that Patanjali's Yoga Sutra was not a general scripture like perhaps a Bhagavad Gita, which was taught or which was read out to masses. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra was taught only to initiates in the disciplic succession or the Guru Shishya Parampara. Now, in this disciplic succession, the students had to go through preliminary education and studies to come to a stage where they ultimately started studying the Yoga Sutra. So, Yoga Sutra assumes, or Patanjali assumes, that we, the students, have already done with those preliminary practices and preliminary studies, and now we are there studying the Yoga Sutra. So, this is a very, very important point here because nowadays in modern yoga we study Patanjali's Yoga Sutra as a primary text, but classically or traditionally, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is not a primary text, is not a beginner's text. And the sutra format in which it is written itself tells us that it is not a beginner's text because sutra format, that it's a format of writing. There are other sutras like Brahma Sutra or Bhakti Sutra. Sutras, the sutra format of writing, the author writes the sutras in a precise and concise manner. So whatever is written in precise and concise and shortest possible manner with shortest possible vocabulary indicates that there is a certain level of expertise. It's like bullet points. If I give you bullet points of something, then it is assumed that you know the bigger picture. And that's why I feel Atha as a word is very important because a primary education in our modern yoga sense, strong discipline, a dedication towards the practice. I mean, if you are not in the habit of daily practice, Patanjali Yoga Sutra is not for you. I mean, Patanjali himself mentions it later when he talks about Abhyasa and Vairagya. So, what is it that we need if we want to really work through Patanjali's Yoga Sutra? And I feel the way I interpret uh, the term atha is that for the atha to happen, for the now to happen, I come to Patanjali's Yoga Sutra with firm dedication, with a diligent sadhana, whatever it may be. If you are oriented in Hatha Yoga, you might be doing your asana and pranayama. If you are oriented through Bhakti Yoga, you might be doing your japa and your prayer. Doesn't matter. But whatever orientation of yoga you follow, you have to have a stable, diligent practice that doesn't shake. Only then Patanjali's yoga exploration through his Ashtanga yoga can begin. And that is the importance of the word now. It's a very loaded term. The now is not randomly used. The now is a very loaded term and talks all about the past, all about the preliminary preparation that the student has gone through to come to the teacher to study the Yoga Sutra. So remember this point, and before you start a conscious and proper exploration, and when I say proper, I don't mean just the definition of asana or just the couple of niyamas or yamas, but a proper study of Yoga Sutra. If you want to start with that, not just the philosophical study, but also the practice of Yoga Sutra, if you want to start with a diligent, a conscious, and honest practice of Yoga Sutra, you need to be firmly grounded in practice, abhyasa, and the readiness to let go of things that are not in line with your spiritual transformation, and that is vairagya. So if you come to Patanjali's Yoga Sutra with abhyasa, with prior abhyasa, with a consistent abhyasa that is practiced, and the courage to detach, to let go, that is vairagya, only then Patanjali is going to tell you, okay, now let us start with the Ashtanga Yoga. Now let us start with the mental exploration, the psychological exploration in order to reach the state of samadhi. I hope this helps. Thank you.